जय 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 मनमोहना, जय 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 मधुसूदना,
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 केशवा माधवा,
केशवा माधवा,
माधवा केशवा,
माधवा केशवा,
केशवा माधवा,
केशवा माधवा,
माधवा केशवा,
माधवा केशवा,
गोपाला गोपालना,
जय गोपाला गोपालना,
राधा गोपाला गोपालना,
राधा गोपाला गोपालना,
जय 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 मनमोहना, जय 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 मधुसूदना,
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 जय 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 मधुसूदना,
जय 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 मधुसूदना,
वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की
जय.
Okay, so we're seeing the 10th canto, Dashamaha Skandha of the Bhagavad Puran. And now we have to see end of chapter 15. There is the introduction of Kalia's story. And 17. 15 and 16. Okay, now see if you see the 15th chapter, that will be verse number 50. We'll see from there. So what happened? Krishna and all his little gopas, they went grazing again on the Yamuna Tir. They didn't graze, went to graze the cow. Went to graze the cows. And the cows went in that Yamuna at one point of the Yamuna, and they drank. And all the cows and calves and everything fell dead. So everybody became bewildered. They know what happened. So the boys told to Krishna that there's one snake living in there, poisonous fellow. There's a long history of that snake. He came from that snake world. A long story about that also. And he was living here. And he had many wives and children and all that kind of thing also. He's a serpent Raj, king of serpents, like that. Kalya. Krishna Sarpa. Krishna Ahina. Krishna Ahi. Black color snake. Living in that. And there, all the trees and animal, plant, everything in that area, a deep part of the Yamuna, everything was dead. All plants also, all little creatures dead. Even if birds were flying, the fumes will kill them. Anything passing up above and all. Fumes of poison from down here. That was the first Bermuda Triangle. They'll fall dead. You think that Simhika was bad? She used to still have to pull them down, Simhika, anything flying, to pull down. That was the second Bermuda Triangle. Or maybe that was the first. Because Simhika is older than Kalya. So, they will just fall by just doing that, just the fumes. So now all the cows came and drank there. Where animals don't know better. Many animals, they get poisoned. Neighbor will, here in Trinidad, in the old days, that was a common thing. Because one neighbor's dog will be going by another neighbor, and that neighbor will get angry. So he'll put some poisonous food or something there. I know many people who have done. In fact, our dog died also. And they usually put it in something which dogs like. So animals, they don't know. They can smell, they have so many things, but certain things they can't tell. So the cows went and they drank there, and all the cows have died. So now if you see this, number 50 on the top of the page in this book. Number 50 in the 15th chapter, that will be Vikshatan vai tatha bhutan Krishno Yogeshwareshwaraha Ikshaya Mrita Varshinya Swanathan Samajivayata. Samajivayata, he brought them all back to life. He is their Lord after all, Swanathan. Lord of all creatures and all beings. He brought them all back to life. Vikshatan, vai tatha bhutan, seeing them in that condition, Krishna, Yogeshwareshwaraha. Yogeshwara, Ishwaraha. What compound, what word? Yogeshwara. Yoga, Ishwara, Ishwara. So, what it means? How his name is described? See, Yogeshwareshwara. So the first part of that is Yoga Ishwara. So he is the Lord of Yoga. Yogeshwara, it comes in Gita also, we'll see at the end. And Ishwara means he is the Lord of all those who are lords of yoga. That is the meaning. Means there are many people who are very great at yoga, adepts at yoga. So he is the master and Lord of all of them. Supersedes all yoga adepts. Like that. Yoga adepts mean those who are united with self. He is the Lord and master of all of them. What he did? Ikshaya Amrita Varshinya. Amrita Varshinya means with his immortal, with an immortal shower of his glance, like that. Ikshaya Amrita Varshinya. By that, means to say his glance is so powerful, but with that shower of his immortal glance, he brought back all of these through his eyes, by looking at them. In many places now you have to touch and all, no touch. He brought them back to life just by his glance, like that. Then in the next chapter now, chapter 16, we go down to verse number 6. This serpent now who was living in this water, Bhagavan thought, what? This one serpent wipe out all the cows? My herd, his herd, their herd. I never heard of any such thing. Everybody's herd. One serpent. It's not a response. This will be number 6. Tam chandavega vishaviryamaveksyatena dushtam nadim chakhalasam yamanavataaraha Krishna kadamba dhiruhyatatot titungam asphotyagaadharashano nyapatat vishode. I tell you, this Vedyaji, he revels only in putting all sorts of ideas and words together and all sorts of Chandavega, that fierce, that snake of fearsome power. Chandavega means fearsome power. Vishaviryam aveksha, seeing his very powerful poison. Tena dushtam nadim, by which he had contaminated the nadi, the river. Tena dushtam nadim, contaminated that river. Cha khala sam yamanavatar. See, this is the description of Krishna now. Krishna is in the next line. Krishna. So this is adjective of Krishna. What is the adjective? Khala samyamanavatarha. His avatar is to remove khala, to eliminate, eradicate khala. Khala means wicked, evil people. So one of the, now see, just by indication there, right? He has not told anything yet. He looked at that poisonous, he looked at the river which had been contaminated by this snake, and he said, Krishna's avatar is to remove khala. It already, you can tell what is going to happen. Krishna's avatar is to remove all of these wicked. And there are many big questions about this aspect of the avatar. People blame Hindus for having violent avatars. They kill, see, Rama killed Ravana and all his Rakshasa Sena. And Krishna, and then Rama killed so many demons as he was going. Kharadushan and all of them. Tarka, Subahu. So people say Hindus. But you know, there are a number of wonderful things that you have to think about. One is, Hindus did not, if you look historically, Hindus did not go and kill other people. Ravana was a Hindu only. It means they sought to eliminate the evil from within their own fold, isn't it? Because those people following some other religion are going to kill them. Everybody else did that. Kill them or convert them. There was no such thing. If there's a wicked one amongst us who is corrupting our whole society, we remove him. Like that. So now, the avatars, they do kill so many, right? So it is explained in the avatar concept. What is that? Bhagavan says, when there is a decline of dharma and there is a rise of adharma, that time he comes to once more establish dharma, re-establish dharma. Now, the idea is, but that cannot be done. If dharma is the goal, that cannot be done without removing this kala. Do you know? Today, this world has become so deluded with this discussion. The world has become so deluded with this discussion. And it is creating myriad problems and multiplying problems and they can't see it. These criminals in places where they say that there should be no capital punishment. These criminals, they run their whole thing from the prison. And they're protected now. You're living on the food and protection of the state, and you're now running the whole thing. And they run it better from there. Nobody's going to come inside there to kill them. Outside, they run risk of the opposing gang might kill them. If he's in the right prison, safe and sound. And he has protection of the corrupt officers and everything. Because people have become deluded about this capital punishment thing. Delusion like anything, it's all delusion. The same society who is so compassionate towards a criminal, they will eat beef and pork and chicken and everything like anything. There is no the compassion is somehow by some delusion in their own mind. The compassion is restricted only to bad people, evil people, like that. That is an amazing thing. So anyway, this topic is always a touchy topic when we talk about the avatar removing this one and removing that one and removing. But that is capital punishment, like Rama how he removed Bali. Right? It is capital punishment. It has always been there of every avatar. In fact, I tell you, some avatar, the avatar came together, like Durga, came only for this purpose, to remove Mahishasura Mardini. So, it is very much there, and Hindus have always had a very realistic outlook on the phenomena, on sansar. That is all. Not any idealistic outlook is what is causing all of this trouble. An idealistic outlook which is totally founded on delusion only. And we don't also, apologize for having this thing. Because when we say realistic, right, what we say, look, show me the statistics. Show me the statistics. All your compassion and all, has it led to what? It has led to what? With your compassion about protecting the criminals. What it has led to? Worsening of the situation which you try to. Because now they run the thing very nicely. And I tell you, he goes into the prison and now he has an opportunity to corrupt all the officials who are there also, who would ordinarily would not have been corrupted. his circle gets wider. That criminal circle gets wider. He is able to now corrupt the officials also. The whole system, whole structure, institutions in society, all of it. At least before, when he was outside, there was an antagonism between the two. Now, what antagonism? Friends. All the arguments people come up with and all modern things are actually so misguided and so deluded. Is it amazing? Amazing thing. Like, for example, all the things about punishment in the schools. Now, they don't know how to deal with the crisis. And in other countries, that has overflown into pick up guns and anything and go and start shooting. It has reached that. And who tells that it will not reach that here because their guns are readily available now here also? Yeah. Because they spared the rod and spoiled the child. Punishment has always been there. Always. In every culture. But some sort of misguided, deluded policies they come up with and they eliminate all of these things. Real, when we say, we talk like that. The world is made up of the pairs of opposite. Why you are denying? Why you only want to hold on to one side of the pair? Yeah. You are all only thinking about totally on one side. No. Blanket rule. No corporal punishment in one side only. Your one-sided policy. And that also by some misguided compassion and this and that. And all sorts of false studies. But violence leads to violence. Violence breeds violence. Trash. We were all given whopping when we were little. So do we beat anybody? But they come up with all sorts of justification for what they do and all that. So this thing now, see, Krishna's avatar is defined as he come to remove all of these evil people. There in the avatar verse also. That's what. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam, those wicked ones. Remove them. Very real and one more thing I'll tell you. It's an amazing thing. Whether you like or you make this policy or make that policy, they will keep the killing going on. Because that has always been there as part of the phenomena also. That has always, this caveman will get angry with that caveman and go and club him with a club. And that's how that club, once he got that name, you know. That club used to club only. So that killing, you, in spite of all your, abolish capital punishment, what it will do? It will reform criminal. Reform criminal, reform the society it will bring. What reform? What society? Nothing. It gets worse. Every day. Getting worse. So there is nothing which your policy can prove that it worked. All your policy about removal of corporal punishment in school, if you're making a policy, it has to be that you see something good will turn out from the policy. Right? Surely good. What good? But as far as I see, only evil has turned out from it. Children are beating up teachers in school. Up till 2 weeks ago, there was a report in one of the schools. The children beat up a teacher. Now, how such an institution will function now? Any teacher who goes there will go with a lot of fear and, trepidation. What will happen today? No teacher will want to go there. For such description of the Lord, the Hindus are proud. Because a realistic world, a real world we are dealing with, and this is real issues. And there will be pairs of opposite. There will be those who you protect, and there will be those who you have to. That's why he puts first. Paritranaya sadhuna. Paritranaya means for protection of sadhu. Vinashaya cha dushkara. And in this policy also, there is no hope of feeling or understanding in the Hindu heart that we'll be able to remove all the wicked fellows. It says dharma samsthapanarthaya, I mean to say that dharma has gone too low. It will bring it back to an acceptable level. Not that you will remove adharma totally. We don't also have that idealistic utopian idea about anything. There is no such utopian idea in Hinduism. We'll remove adharma totally. No. We never say, where did we ever teach that? Nowhere in scriptures it is written. We know that it will always be there. We are talking about making an acceptable balance. And for that balance to take place, some of these wicked fellows have to be removed. Physically removed. Literally obliterated. Very clear. We don't have any idealistic utopian views about this thing. With no apologies also. Because you're dealing with a real... Anyway, if the house is on fire, you have to put water, its opposite. You have to put it's opposite. Suddenly you become philosophical when it suits you. So he is described as Khala Samyamana Avatar. Samyamana means the remover. Krishna Kadan, and what he did now then, he heard from these boys and from the people there, the snake, and he saw that, and he saw everything around, dead birds, fallen birds, all sorts of animals, all his cows also just died. Luckily he had power. So Krishna Kadambam Adhiruhya Tataha, thereafter, climbing a Kadamba tree. Kadambam Adhiruhya Ati Tungam Aspotya. Aspotya, you know? That Aspotya was very nice. Have you seen those, I don't know, sumo wrestlers or Indian wrestlers? That is Aspotya. They do like that. Come, now I'll get you. Like that. I don't know why they do that. If anybody figure out, you please tell me. But see, that thing made it into Bhagavad Puran also. Yeah. They must have read this and this. Maybe that's to give good luck or something. Every culture have different things, you know. In this culture, when people, I don't know why. See, when I went to study abroad, I just came from this system, I went into that system. You're going to write an exam, everybody will tell you good luck in the exam. For years I told, what good luck has to do with it? Either you know this stuff or you. I still cannot understand that thing, good luck. Either you studied or you didn't. Study, luck. But see, that culture has that thing. That is what that culture. So maybe this is what there's good luck. You don't have to tell me good luck, I tell my own good luck. Good luck to me. So, Bhagavan Shri Krishna then. aspotya gara rashanaha. Gara rashana means he tied his waist strong. You will do that too, see? Here still do that. Tied his belt there strong. Gara means strong, fortified, like. Rashanaha. And then Nepatat. He jumped in there. Where? Vishodake. Vishode. Visha Ude. Uda means water. So Visha Uda means that poisonous water. He jumped in there. And he had a terrible fight now between himself and that long passage. That thing goes on for pages and pages. Long fight. That Kaliya, that snake. And when Krishna jumped in, he caused tsunami, He caused a tsunami there. Kaliya wondered, what? And how dare, who dare? And he came out. At first he thought maybe his people can take care of it, whoever. But then he himself came out. And he wrapped that Krishna. Then at that time, all in, they at home, there were evil omens in the sky and everywhere. They thought, oh God, now what happened? And Balaram had stayed home that day. And Krishna is alone. They started getting worried. All of them came there, and all the boys and all that. And this Kaliya now wrapped that Krishna. They couldn't see him. And like that. And then Krishna started expanding his body. Bigger and bigger. And, this Kaliya snake was wondering, what's going on now? Just like how he expanded the body and choked that other snake. So now, after expanding, that snake couldn't keep up, And then he came on his head and started doing that Tandava dance. Not only Lord Shiva does Tandava dance. Lord Krishna also does Tandava dance. And with that pounding of his foot on his head, he broke those heads one by one. This is a very wonderful story, quite long. So, if you jump to verse number 29. Number 29. Same 16th chapter. That starts with Tasya. Found it? You find? 112 page. Tasya kshibhir garala mudvamata shiras suhu. Shirasuya. Tasyakshibhir garala mudvamata shirasu. Yadyat samunnamatina shvasato rushachaihi. Nrityantadanunayan damayam bhuva. Pushpe prasujita iveha puman puranaha. Tasyakshivihi garala samudvamataha. Garalam udvamataha means he is udvamataha literally means vomiting, but through his eyes he was spewing poison. Who? That's the Kaliya. Through his eyes he was spewing poison. Tasya akshibihi Shirassu yadyat. Shirassu yadyat samun namati. And whichever one of it, with Lord Krishna dancing on his head, whichever one of his head would arise like that, Nishwasato Rusho Chaihi, with anger, breathing profusely, and keep popping up one of his head like that. Nrityan Pada Anu Namayan Damyam Babhuva. You see, Bhagwan, every time a head would rise, Bhagwan would pounce on that head. Like that, dancing his Tandava dance. He would pounce on that head. So, one head would rise here, Lord will pounce on it. No, 1,000-headed he was, a 1,000-headed serpent, you have to remember. 1,000-headed. Capable of pushing up 1,000. So the Lord had to subdue. Actually, this all symbolism is very nice. This is the anger aspect of the ego. The anger is that ego quickly gets angry and pushes up one here, and pushes up one there, and pushes up quickly, fast in succession. So each time one comes up, now that has to be what Krishna is doing the dance. Krishna is doing the dance, and he is subduing each head that comes up there. So this dance and this Tandava dance which of Lord Shiva and the dance of Krishna here is actually, now science and physics and all, they are talking about the dance in the universe, the dance of the Lord. In other words, all things in the world are being produced like in a dance, this move and that move and the other move. And how many moves are there in a dance? And they're coming in succession and all, right? So, but that dance is being guided by the Lord. So if anything happens in the world, suppose I put my bookmark there, and then I come and I find it there. Immediately I get angry. Hey, who moved my bookmark? Immediately I get angry. But if one understands that things are happening in the world by the dance of Bhagwan only, that was moved there and put there only by his will. The person who moved it, his action is another move in the dance of Bhagwan. The whole universe is the dance of the Lord. So the one who moved it from there and put it there, that was an action that he did. That action was one move in the dance of, in the infinite dance of Bhagwan. So it's by Bhagwan's dance only it moved from there to there. Now, if that understanding is there in my mind, the moment I got angry, I was supposed to get angry, if the understanding is there, it was another move in the dance of Bhagwan. This happened because of the dance of the Lord. The whole dance of the Lord is going on like that. So if I could understand that, then I will be able to quell, to subdue all of these instances of anger that spew up from that ego. One by one, they all come. There's the ego having all its whims and fancies and all the time getting, and there are many shades of anger. There are many shades of anger. I told you that before. For a person to just have dislike is also a shade of anger. I don't like it like this. When you say, there is just a little sprout of anger only, even to have a dislike. So, each time my head will come up, Lord Krishna with his dance will subdue that. So here, I have to understand the dance of the Lord in the universe. It is his dance which is going on. And let me tell you something, it is really a dance. There is such an apt description of the phenomena of the universe, the dance. You know why? See all those dancers, if you will ask them, right? So they have to keep that tal, right? And then there are certain movements that they make. The movements will be taught to them. So you cannot go out of movement. When they do. So you will do what you want or what? You have to do what the teacher tells, and all their movements and all have to be. And then they have to keep that tal also, which is going on. Rhythm. So in the universe also, there are fixed rules and there's rhythm which is going on in the universe, and it doesn't go out of. That's why the sun rises same time every morning. The universe has its own rules and rhythm, and all the elements in the universe have to follow. You see, when we study the elements, we studied space has the quality of hearing, air, touch, fire, sight. They cannot get up one morning and decide, no, I am fed up, hearing, let it exchange. Space will exchange with fire. From now on, you do the seeing bit, I will do the hearing bit. Two of them exchange, they're gonna. No, this element has to follow this. And like that, every atom now has to behave within the boundaries of certain rules. And when two of them come together, like the water molecule now, when two of them come together, then certain properties, and he has to behave water suddenly cannot behave like steel. He has to behave like water. So the Lord's dance, which is going on, all is following rules. Strict rules, cannot go out of tal. And here also the dancer, they cannot go out of rhythm and cannot do what they want. And therefore, when you see these big dance dramas and all that they do, if one person messes up, then domino will be there. The next one will, like when Hanumanji came down on that stage. Good thing it's Rama, Rama knew. The rope broke and Hanumanji came down. They were supposed to release him slowly with that mountain, but the rope broke. So he came down before time also. No, that messes up the whole thing, But Rama is Rama, he could fill in there. If it was somebody else, now they'll not know what to do now. They'll look at the director behind the stage. Now what to do? There's a very funny episodes. So everything has to go in sequence. So the Lord's dance is like that, with precision. Everything going in sequence perfectly. So what about a planet blows up? So what? The dance have explosive moves. The dance also have explosive moves. His whole. So here, when the poisonous hood of anger pops up from the ego, that time, if you remember, that the thing which is evoking that anger, if you remember that is only part of the dance of Bhagwan, that remembrance will, that happened, that thing which you don't like, that happened not by just the person was only the instrument for that thing to happen. That is part of the whole cosmic dance of the Lord. Of course, you have to respond in certain ways and all that kind of, but why get angry? You'll have to, that doesn't mean to say you don't respond to things in the world, right? We're not talking about that. That you have to respond, whatever it is. But first you have to understand that it is part of the whole. And you do what you have to do. After that you have things to do. But there is no need for you to get angry and kill yourself at anything which is going on. So each one has to be quelled, subdued by this understanding. Otherwise, what is the use of this story to us? He killed Kalia, then what? Then nothing. These stories have no use to us. That was a historical thing. Right? What the history of Robin Hood taken from the rich and given to the poor. What it has to do with me? Or the Caribs used to eat the arawaks. That a historical thing really doesn't have anything to do. But symbolically, it has a great significance, spiritual significance there. It means I have to imbibe the understanding, see the totality of the God of Lord's dance. And in that dance, here's a move. What, this thing was moved and put there. Here's one more move. I don't like that move. But if I understand, it was not my move. It was moved by Bhagwan's Tandava dance. That's what moved it there. That's one of his moves. Then how I'll get angry, why I'll get angry. In any case, I am not, he's the dancer. He's making all the moves. So that hood of anger which flares up when I see it from there, that hood of anger will be quelled, subdued that time. Like this, I have to take the... So he kept on like that, crushing all his limbs. See that? That is right in the next verse itself, number 30. Tachitratandava virughna bhanatha patro raktam mukhe ruru vaman nripa bhagnagatraha smritva charachara gurum purusham puranam Narayanam tamaranam manasa jagama. Tat chitratandava virughna phanata patraha. Phanata patraha. I think some versions have Phanata Sahasra. I have a note here in my book. By this Lord, by the Lord's Tandava dance, he, Phanata Patra Phanata Sahasra means 1,000 heads or 1,000 hoods, Phana, like umbrellas, doing the dance on them now. What happened? Raktam mukhaihi uru vaman nripa. O king, his blood started flowing out from his mouth and all. He started vomiting blood. Bhagna gatra, at all his limbs crushed. Bhagwan crushed all his limbs. And now in the last line is very nice. This is always the case with all of the Rakshasas. Yeah. Now they remember Bhagwan in the end, they have Bali, Ravan, everybody. And then they get moksha also. Kansa also, you'll see. All of that, all of them remember. And because, not only that, they don't have to remember also because they are killed by Bhagwan only. They all get moksha. So now in the end, they are smritva chara gurum. Krishna is described as chara gurum. The guru of all moving and unmoving things. Remembering this Guru, Purusham Puranaha Narayanam Tamaranam Manasa Jagama. The thought of the Lord awoken in them. Remembering this ancient Purusham Narayana, Lord and Master of all moving, and mentally taking refuge in Him. Then now the same traditional story there. When Bali died, Tara came. Now all his wives came there now. Bali had only one wife. This fellow had many wives. They all came there. And the first thing they do is all their jewelry and everything they throw. That's and disheveled hair and everything. That is, you're taking on this sthiti for mourning. There's a mourning sthiti also, you have to mourn. When you have to mourn somebody, you can't just go there, dress up nicely and put on makeup and all that kind of thing. For crying, you can't be nicely dressed. Yeah, like that. And then the serpents, the wives of the serpent, they also do a hymn to Lord Krishna. We'll see. There are many things happening at the ashram. Those of you who are not coming in the